Hi, I'm V Overstreet.
I'm Julia Copus.
I'm Ellie Wiseman. I'm Arwen Pelletier.
And this is MKSN's High School Game Day. We're going to start off today. We're here from McCallum versus Lossett here in beautiful downtown Austin. House Park, amazing historic field. We're going to start off tonight by talking about the district. This girls' soccer district is very competitive, and some things have happened recently that have really shaken a couple things up. One of the things that I'm primarily talking about was Lossett's recent tie against Anderson. Now, this is a team that, first half of the season we saw McCallum absolutely decimate them. McCallum still head of the table, one tie in district, flawless besides that. But Lossett's starting to creep back a little bit. They're third, trying to fight for that second place spot, looking for a good showing here against the Knights. I think it's going to go the same way. Loss has gotten a couple key players back. They have two midfielders they didn't have before, and McCallum is notably missing their star player, Ellie Wiseman. But this McCallum team is very deep. I don't think that a whole lot's going to change. I think that they have the roster to make up for it. And so I'm going to take McCallum to win this one.
Yeah, and those district shakeups, they really do mean a lot. With Lassa getting those two players back, they're really coming to put up a fight tonight. Those two players, they're strong, but McCallum's scoring offense and strikers are so dominant that I really don't think that Lassa stands a chance tonight. As V mentioned, Ellie is out, but I think that McCallum is strong enough that they'll be able to pull through with a win, and I'm going to choose the Knights on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree across the board here. I just think no matter what, McCallum is just better. They have better players. They have better grit. They know how to get things done when it comes down to it. And 5-0. Ellie, you're amazing, but that wasn't all you. Even without her, there's so many amazing players on this team that I think no matter what, McCallum can still pull it out. And I will be curious to see these additions from Lassa with the players coming back. But even then, I don't think it's going to make much of a dent. I've just been really amazed by McCallum's ability to continuously go at it. And their offense is just amazing. They're taking so many shots on goal every game. And it's statistically, some of them are going to go in. And so I think regardless, McCallum can still pull out the win.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think having been able to watch it from the sidelines has been different, but it showed me how good we really are and how deep we are. And obviously I felt like I made an impact, but I feel like we're just as strong and we're just as good. And I think there's nothing to be worried about as long as we play the same way we did last time. We went into it with a really good attitude and mindset about the game. That it's not easy, but that we're the better team, and if we play our best, we'll win. So, yeah.
So, unanimous here from the crew. We all think McCallum's going to win this game. What I want to focus on for a little bit is now that we're in the second half of the season, I just want to talk a little bit about how we think the playoff seedings are going to go. Now, obviously, you have your 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, we're having a couple technical difficulties. Obviously, I'm guessing there are 3 or 4 playoff spots per district.
I'm 90% sure 4.
4. Okay. So in that fourth place, there's kind of a underrated race there between two teams, Bastrop. Yeah, I think Bastrop and Crockett and Richards. Okay, between Bastrop and Ann Richards, two teams. McCallum decimated both times, but among themselves, those games have been pretty competitive. We saw a lot of fight out of Ann Richards when they played McCallum. They were obviously overwhelmed because, it's McCallum. They haven't lost a game all year. But we saw a lot of fight from them, and we saw a lot from Bastrop too.
Sports with their volleyball and track and everything, but their soccer, it's impressive, but it's subpar compared to McCallum, and McCallum is obviously number 1 in the district, and it's not good enough to beat the other 2 spots ahead of it. But yeah, really, I think Ann Richards is going to continue to stay with that 4th spot, and I don't think Bastrop's going to really be able to come up with anything just because of Ann Richards. They're kind of matched up well, but still, Bastrop isn't good enough to beat Ann Richards, honestly, from what I've seen. And so, yeah, I'm going to agree with V and say that Ann Richards is going to keep that 4th seed for playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Having watched both of them go up against McCallum, and Richards definitely the higher level team, and I think they'll definitely come away with that 4th seed. I think the bigger toss-up is between the 1, 2, and 3 seeds. But yeah, and Richards did a good showing compared to Bastrop.
Yeah, well, while I was fixing our technical difficulties, I didn't hear any of this input, but I'm sure it was outstanding and amazing, and I'm sure I agree no matter what.
Well, no, we've been doing it for the games.
Oh, the 4th playoff spot? Okay. I think I have to say Ann Richards has not been doing as well as they have been in past years, just from my perspective. They're still an amazing team, and they've really put up a fight in a district that is very tough. But ultimately, I think that they really have a special kind of grit because they're an all-girls school. I just feel like the vibes are kind of different there because, like, they don't have football, obviously, and so I feel like their women's sports are outstanding overall, but also, like, the school kind of really gets into it because, like, that's their main thing. And when they're good at soccer, they're good at soccer. And, like, they're lucky that they get to play their home field at their school, and so, like, they just kind of have this community vibe that I really feel like adds another layer. And I just don't really feel like any of the other teams that are lower in the district have that, and I think that that's just enough to push them into the 4th place spot in playoffs. And so I'll be curious how their season ends up because honestly, a 4th place finish in this district is still an achievement in itself because this is a very tough district for girls soccer.
Now, just, want to shift the focus a little bit to our guest that's here today, Ellie Wiseman. Now, I mean, I can't say I can't imagine it's been an easy season so far, if you're okay with me talking a little bit about this. For those of you that don't know, Ellie suffered pretty nasty hit against Anderson that ended up breaking her collarbone. Ellie, who's a Penn State commit, and I'm guessing is planning to graduate a year early, just a semester early, will unfortunately miss the rest of her time with the Knights. Ellie, I just wanted to ask, just to hear your side of things, how you have been dealing with this, and how you're still, like, I know a lot of the team sees you as a leader still, but how you're still staying connected with that team.
Yeah, I think it's definitely been sad and difficult to know, like, that was my last game playing for McCallum, but it's been so much fun to watch them and kind of see it from a different perspective and just be a part of the team in a different way. My freshman year, I was a manager, which was kind of similar, but I didn't really feel like I connected with the team, and I feel so connected with the team this year, and I think even if I'm not playing, I'm just as big a part of the team, and it's just as fun to watch them play, and I get just as much excitement and joy out of watching them play. So even though it's been difficult to just sit there, it's really fun and get to see a different perspective.
And as V mentioned, you are a Penn State commit, and soccer's really been a stronghold throughout your entire life. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about, like, how soccer has really played that pivotal role in your life and growing up, and maybe even a little bit about how the recruitment process went for you, along with how it interacted with how you played high school soccer as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think soccer has just always been a huge part of my life. It's driven me in everything I do, and it's, like, taught me so many valuable lessons about, like, teamwork and kind of given me that drive with everything I do, like academics, sports, everything. And so, yeah, it's definitely made a huge impact, and I knew that it's, like, what I want to do in college and hopefully past that. Yeah, it just brings so much positivity in my life, and I'm noticing that especially now, how much of, like, a hole it feels like not being able to do it. But yeah, it's definitely a huge part. And then recruiting wise, kind of like my sophomore years when school started to come out and watch us, especially at showcases. And then June 15th is when, before your junior year, is when schools can contact you, like, via call or text. And so that was a really fun day. And then August 1st is when you can start taking visits. And based on just my calls I'd had with schools, I knew I wanted to visit Penn State. Their staff, I think, is the most amazing in the country. They're so positive and so knowledgeable, and Erica Dombach, the head coach, is like so amazing, just knows everything there is to know about soccer. And so I took my visit August 1st, the first day you could, and it was like just amazing. Everything about it was awesome. And then I committed like a week later. Yeah, it's been really exciting process. And then after that, I was kind of one of the earlier commits, and then seeing all my future teammates commit after was super fun. And they just came out with the 2027's ranking for each of the recruiting classes, and we're the number 2 recruiting class in the nation. So we're going to be really good, so everyone should go watch Penn State women's soccer in a couple of years. But yeah, it's been so awesome.
And I'm just curious because obviously the college women's soccer season is in like the summer, like it starts in August, which is very different from how it is here. Obviously, like the main part of the season doesn't kind of start until January or February. So just like weather-wise, that's like super different. Obviously, at Penn State, the weather's going to be a lot nicer than here. In the summer, it's not going to be as hot. But I'm just kind of curious, like what you're anticipating with that kind of transition. And I know you had talked about graduating early, so that you can be there for like preseason stuff, of course, because obviously like the season starts right away.
The college soccer season actually ends up kind of lining up with what club soccer has been like, so that will be kind of similar as far as timing goes, but it'll definitely be a different weather. Playing here in Texas in August is a completely different world than it will be there, which is nice. And then the season kind of will finish out around like December, January, so it starts to get pretty cold, so that will definitely be like an adjustment I'll need to make. And then as far as graduating early, yeah, it's definitely, I haven't fully decided, but if I do, it'll make a huge impact, just being able to get out there and start training and lifting. And there's such a big gap in terms of like quality of play and strength and everything between the high school and college level. So getting that extra time with them and being there for spring season and getting kind of like a in between before the season starts will be extremely beneficial.
Now, less of a technical question, but I'm just kind of wondering, Happy Valley from Austin, that's kind of a big change. Are there, anything that you think you're going to specifically miss leaving Austin?
Yes, I definitely think, parts of the weather I'm not going to miss, but I'm going to miss that this is what the weather's like in February, which is, I think, perfect. And of course I'm going to miss all my friends and like just the Austin, being in a big city where there's lots to do. Happy Valley is nice in a different way. It's just like in the middle of nowhere. You're just like surrounded by trees, which is really nice, but definitely different than like having it downtown. And Lake Austin is so fun. So yeah, that's definitely like the biggest difference, is big city to really, really small college town.
So as you may know, with these high school game days, we like to stray a little bit from what we usually do and have a little bit of fun with it. Tonight, our game of choice is going to be to see, out of 3 people and a Penn State commit, who can juggle the best. Now, you may think it's the Penn State commit, and I'm going to say you're probably right. But I did try out for freshman soccer. I got cut, but I did try out. So I think there's a case to be made there.
I played one soccer game when I was 7 years old, so I'd say watch out, Ellie, because you've got some tough competition here, I think.
And I played one season of summer soccer at an East Austin club where there were holes in the field, and I feel like that really shows a lot of my soccer grit, so you watch out for me too.
Sounds eerily similar to playing at NOAC. Without further ado, I think we'll kind of stand up, move a little bit, and we're going to take a short break while we set this up. Ellie, I'm just gonna like hold this if you wanna, or if you wanna
Okay.
hold it while you talk, I can hold it.
What am I? Okay.
Just
So
Okay.
first we're gonna give a little tutorial on how to juggle because just want to even the playing field a little bit. So yeah, basically the key to start is you want to start foot on top of the ball and kind of drag it back and then start juggling. So anyone else want to give it a try first?
I think Julia seems like she wants to volunteer. I saw it set on your eyes. We're actually gonna hand the mic off to our cameraman. You don't hear from him a lot, but he's a really cool guy. I'm gonna hand it off to Luca Dayton, who's been a really great part of this team and a great member for all this amazing cinematography you see on camera. So I'm gonna hand this off to him.
All right, here we go. We have our juggling contest, the Penn State commit versus the 3 MKSN reporters. How's it going to go down? I think we all know. All right, Julia to start. Doesn't even get the ball up. All right, she's going back with it. Passes it to Arwen. Great pass there. We got some soccer skills in the house. Okay, Arwen going for her first attempt. Not bad. Gets the ball up, but not quite a juggle. Ellie giving some tips. I don't know how that's going to work out in her favor. This is a competition. Arwen, handball. Oh, off the hands and gets one juggle in. Oh, 1, 2. 2 on the board for MKSN. Can Ellie compete with this? I don't think so.
Can us combined outdo Ellie? And I think it's
Can all 3 MKSN go against Ellie Wiseman? Oh, the freshman soccer tryout.
freshman soccer cut.
Oh, sorry. Freshman soccer cut. I love that he corrected me on that, even though it makes him look so much worse. Oh! 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 And he gets so many on the board. I would say that was maybe 7.
Maybe 7. I'll take 7.
He'll take 7. All right. Okay, so let's never do that again. Oh, apologies. The camera has cut out. One moment, please. And we're back. All right, Arwen. 1. Oh, are we going to count that touch by Julia? Maybe. 1 to the Penn State commit. And Ellie, here she goes. Oh. Oh,
Okay, we're
loses
gonna
the
go
ball, but already has more than all of MKSN.
Molly's got like a good 4 attempts. Okay.
Oh, 6. Then again, we are taking into account it's 3v1. And one of them has a collarbone injury. Am I getting that right? A collarbone? Oh, and an around the world to finish the game.
I don't think I can top that.
She sends it home.
I can't really top that.
But let's see
Julia.
Let's see
I mean, Arwen also has said that his claim has been able. Arwen has claimed to be able to do a rainbow flick from her 1 year in the summer league. We are going to let her attempt that for all of our entertainment.
I'd like to make a correction. I taught myself how to do it, and I was able to do it like 5 times in 5th grade. So don't expect much, please.
My hopes are high. I think everyone else's hopes are high.
Wait, Julie's going first.
All right, Julia attempting something. I think whatever she was going for, she definitely pulled it off, but not quite. Arwen going for the rainbow. Getting lined up. Is she going to get it? Is she going to commit? Will she pull this off?
That was actually pretty
Oh. V says it's pretty close. Not quite.
Let's see if I can do it like no jump.
Ellie with the broken collarbones. Wow. Very, very good rainbow for that kind of injury that she has currently. Let's see, another attempt from Arwen. Oh. She might have she should have stuck with the first attempt.
Hey, you want a tutorial?
but not bad. I'm loving the hustle out here by the MKSN crew. Ellie Wiseman just showing them how it's done. V going for an attempt. Oh. Does a skill move that has never been invented in soccer before.
I keep hitting Ellie. I'm just going to hit Ellie.
He keeps hitting Ellie. I think he doesn't like people with injuries.
Try one more time. This time if I miss something.
Another attempt from William Overstreet. Oh, does something way more difficult to do than a rainbow flick.
I think Julia's been talking a lot of smack, so I think we're going to let her do it. But our cameraman wants to do it too.
Oh, I forgot.
And Luca Dayton wants to do it now. And Luca himself plays soccer, as you can see. Wow. Oh, and that around the world was a fail. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's about 3 dribbles. Okay, Luca, can we see this rainbow flick that you talk so highly of?
What? I didn't say anything about a rainbow flick.
Oh, you're just dribbling. I think as a fellow MKSN,
I think this counts.
I think as a fellow MKSN part of the team, you should try it out. Oh!
And a nice touch.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. And he's going again. Oh, even closer. Hitting the fence, though. Maybe you want to get back out on that field. And he says no. Okay, V. What are you thinking about his struggles?
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of expertise here from the remnants of a past life. Really good ball control, and honestly did not really expect him to be able to do a rainbow. Him and Ellie going back and forth now. That was really cool. And the skill gap is insanely wide here between literally Ellie and everyone else here. Luca, I think Luca's our close second, but you know, as awesome as we are, it's kind of hard to beat the Penn State commit in the sport she's played all our life. So,
Or like literally anything, because she's the GOAT.
yeah, she may be the best to come in through here in a while. Better than Luke Dunham, if I say so. Probably a better person too. But
Maybe just a little bit better.
just possibly better, because she got an offer too. Not PWO. They're just having some fun with it now. Luca trying to show us what he can do. He's on a little bit of a hot streak now. Loses it. Ellie helps him. Luca hits the tripod. Wow. You would think because it's his equipment, he would try a little harder to not hit the tripod. Now, if you are tuning in at all, we are still offering a $30 Chipotle gift card for those who bring the best sign. The game is in 30 minutes. If you're 15 minutes. My apologies. Yeah. Oh, weird. Okay. Unfortunately, we had no one show up to this. Our JV team is pretty good too, and they just mollywopped Lhasa. So.
I think that score, Lhasa remained scoreless, JV's pretty tough. A lot of tough players, a lot of grit across this entire team. A lot of grit with the struggling here right now. They're still going at it. I think it's looking pretty good. But yeah, we're really looking forward to this game tonight. Lhasa's another one of those crosstown rivalries like we have with Anderson. And, we beat them 5-0 last time, hoping for a repeat similar to that. But we will have to see how the night goes. I'm so glad that Ellie was able to come on the broadcast with us tonight. And I'm so glad that Luca's having some fun from not behind the camera, excuse me. But other than that, yeah, just this team, they got a lot of grit. I don't think those 2 Lhasa midfielders that we were talking about earlier are really going to make a difference tonight. We still have Maya Tackett playing, who is an Oberlin College commit. And we have some very impressive other junior and sophomore players. Ashton Gunning has been on fire the past few games. her sister, Sienna Gunning, who's a senior. They're kind of a dynamic duo on the field, if I do say so myself. But, yeah. And, yeah, as V just said, I don't know if y'all could hear him, Luca tries to hit the tripod again. Seems like he wants to ruin all of his camera equipment and resort back to soccer. Luca used to play soccer, but not anymore.
V going back at it. I'm back, guys. It's the shoes. I swear it's the shoes. Ooh. Playing some keep up. Playing some keep up between the three. I think we all know who might carry here. Good touch from V. Oh, good pop up from V. Arwen knows nothing what to do with the ball. Oh, good pop up by V. Little thigh touch by Arwen. Oh, and she loses the ball. Now it seems like a team sport, not a competition anymore. Wiseman with the ball. Arwen attempting to re-injure Wiseman, but Wiseman takes a good touch and gets it back up. V loses the rally. No tiki-taka between these three. V gets 2 juggles on the ball. Can we see something else? Oh, Arwen goes with the handball method? Interesting. And V clutches. V clutches up.
Honestly, it can't be worse than this. So, be a surprise. Cut it?
I mean, I don't know. There's nobody here.
I think, yeah.
Oh, and the ball almost goes over the fence because of Arwen Pelletier. Oh, V going on a hot streak. Oh, and Arwen stubs her toe. I think that might be a sign. I think that does it for the game day here at MKSM.
You know, and I don't think it shocks anyone that Ellie. I don't think it shocks anyone that Ellie outdid it, all of us. We here are super happy to be able to have covered such an amazing player, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. You've been a joy to cover and a player that's made our broadcast so very interesting, and I think that's why people keep tuning in is to watch you. But I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for the school and everything you've done for us, and just, you know, coming out here when it's a little chilly to have some fun with, you know, 3 randoms. So.
And thank you again, Ellie, for coming on. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed in our fans tonight because it's what, 7:37? Game starts at 7:45. We had $30 Chipotle gift card waiting here for the person with the best sign, and I'm seeing nobody. So I think we may have to treat ourselves tonight because McCallum, I have to say I'm disappointed in you, but I hope you're all just really late to this game because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, y'all have 8 minutes to pull up, and yeah.
Yep. As Julia said, I'm a tiny little bit. Luca's holding up a sign. Let me see what that says. I can't read that. Go McCallum. Okay. Ooh. I feel like we should save the Chipotle $30 gift card for our next broadcast. And for the next broadcast, we better see some signs out here because it's a lot of fun and you guys should come out and support MKSN, support our sports, support our women's soccer team. and I'm so happy that Ellie was able to come on the broadcast with us today. She is one of my favorite athletes here at McCallum, and I can't wait to see what she does in her college and post-college career soccer-wise, and I'm very excited for this crosstown rivalry tonight, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you all so much for having me. It was so much fun. And everyone, come to more McCallum girls soccer games. Come to more McCallum everything games. Yay, McCallum.